It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. I'm joined by Rob from Tomos Lilford Brewery.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
How you doing, Rob?
Yeah, very good, thank you, very good.
Yeah? We have your Nash Point
Best bitter.
4% ABV. Before we get into the beer, I want to talk about yourself, the brewery, what first you got, when did you first get involved in beer, why?
We've been around for around about 6 years as a brewery now, but I've been brewing for about 15 or so, 20 years as a home brewer, and basically got into home brewing because you can make stuff out of your garden that you just can't buy. You want to know what pea pod wine is, you can't buy it, you're just going to have to go and make it and find out.
Yeah.
It's a good life thing, the pea pod wine. I still haven't made it, I didn't fancy that. But there's things like beach leaf wine.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You want to know what it tastes like, you've got to go and make it. I was reading these books with things like gorse flower wine and things like that. And I made a gorse flower beer, flipping excellent, but really hard work collecting gorse flowers. You need loads of the things and it's painful.
I've been with Rob we've been on a panel for the last hour, and I've learned more about beer in the last hour than I've learned in the last 10 years. This guy is just absolute. I could spend days with this guy just learning different things about beer.
More like the evenings drinking.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the things I picked up today off the panel was we were talking about hops, and of course, hops are now becoming very expensive, especially the American ones. And Rob was talking about like a way of kind of going around that and using stuff like you were just talking about pea pod wines.
Like, for example, we made a beer. We try to accentuate the grassy quality of the traditional British hops, like fuddles and that sort of thing. So we put grass in a beer. We ended up putting actually hay, organic award-winning hay from St Fagans Museum of Welsh Life. You don't have to put too much in, it's really strong flavour, it's got appley notes, it's got rich, sort of like grassy notes, but it's more than that, it's almost farmyard qualities, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we paired that with Cascade, because we needed something to balance it off. Well, that's of course an American hop, but it worked really well. And it kind of makes really classy British style pale ale.
Yeah. Now, we'll do this at the beginning of the video. Where can the good folk watching this video find your beers, first of all?
Like I've said many times this evening.
Yeah.
www.tomosandlilford.com.
Check that out. Or if you're in the Welsh area, South Wales, so get to St Fagans.
So yeah, we make a range of beers for St Fagans using stuff harvested there. So there's honey, so there's St Fagans hay for one thing, and then there's honey, St Fagans hive, and then there's beechwood. We make a beechwood lager. St Fagans
like smoke, like a beechwood smoked, or
no, just raw beechwood. So
okay.
In the same way that say Budweiser is conditioned or supposedly conditioned in wooden casks.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, okay.
It's wooden staves in. But anyway, we add to get some actual flavour from it. We add a couple of logs to the boil, and you get a spit log, so you get a slightly woody quality, and it gives you that sort of like beach aged impression. Sort of like, it's very nice. Works well with I think the wood. We pair that with Chinook again, American hops, but you've got to go there these days.
Yeah. So, I think so.
Citrusy, lemony, but not as in your face citrus.
Well, in terms of let's touch on that for a second, because I'm interested to talk to breweries who are massively interested in that way of brewing. There's a lot of YouTube channels who just review, let's say, New England IPAs. Is there too much of almost like this kind of zonal thing now, where everybody should use New Zealand hops or Australian hops or American hops, and they're forgetting some of the German hops, some of the British hops that are actually useful in beer?
There is a bit of that going on, but I was having this chat with the lady from Wildcard, Jada. And she was saying that they heard that the mild was coming back as a style.
Right.
So they made some. Yeah. And it took them forever to sell it because actually it's not going back as a style. Because people are actually still citrus hops. Brilliant. Let's have that.
IPA, New England IPAs. Yeah.
So there is a place for it for the more adventurous drinker. I mean, it's come to something when the adventurous drinker actually has to go and seek out British older style stuff. Where not that long ago, if you were an adventurous drinker, you were a young punk guy who's going out and looking for the hops, the citrus American hops that you just couldn't get in British beers. And now it's a bit the other way around.
Now, I've been told, I don't know if this is true, false, but so the Vermont yeast that they use for these New England IPAs, apparently, if you strip it back, it goes all the way back. This Vermont yeast, it ends up being a J.W. Lee's yeast from Manchester. This is what some people think that this is the yeast used.
To be fair, at the end, I mean, yeast does add flavours to beers.
Yeah.
You cannot get away from it. There's some yeasts have very pronounced flavours. Certainly, some yeasts during like hop fermentations will add really nasty flavours to beers as well.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, really, it doesn't matter. Right. Okay. Even if you're making a lager, it's got to have a lager malt. It's got to have a lager yeast. It's got to be fermented at 11 degrees rather than 18 to 20.
Yeah.
I mean,
saisons are quite high. They're quite high, crazy yeast.
Saisons are possibly the exception. One of the reasons is they tend to, in the style you tend to leave yeast in. So you're tasting. I mean, yeast acts. We've got a cloudy beer with yeast in it, not a hop haze.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like having a cup of tea and putting milk in it.
Yeah.
So without the milk, tea tastes quite a lot different. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to put your finger on it, but actually the milk acts as an emollient on the bitterness for the tea.
Right.
And it's a kind of more pleasant drink with milk. Likewise with yeast in saisons.
Yeah.
So the saison yeast, which they tend to be very small yeast size, cell size, like USO5. Not a saison, but it's a very small cell size and it's quite difficult to clear out. So it stays in suspension. There's SO4, which all the home brewers use.
Yeah.
It's massive yeast cell size and it just goes sticks on the bottom like a jelly and you don't even need to add fines. It's like clear. Boom.
Right.
Pretty much anyway. It modifies some of the flavours and sometimes it binds things together in flavours terms, sometimes it draws things out, but it does change the profile and it can mask some flavours and bring some forward. But what's the classic one? I think that one smells like bananas.
Oh, the Weizen. What's the yeast? The German yeast.
Yeah, another one.
Clovey, banana-y. Let me stand
the cloviness and the banana-iness are yeast flavours, not anything else.
Absolutely.
So it's yeast forward. That's a really good example.
I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I should do.
No, I haven't seen it for ages. It used to be very expensive. Remember that? It was like a 90s thing.
And then when the saisons becoming fashionable, and now, but it's all about these days. Going back to the Vermont yeast, it's just it ferments really well, but it's clean. It's a platform for the hops to shine, but apparently if it goes all the way back, if you strip this Vermont yeast back, it goes back to being a JWD. I don't know how these brewers work this out, or
it's genetic strain, so you can literally take a sample, pull it apart, and compare it to genetic genomes or the genes, or the yeasts. To a certain extent, you can look at them under microscope and identify the different yeast cells. I don't have that kind of microscope, so it's not somewhere I've been, but that's apparently something you can do. I mean, at the end of the day, brewers from Britain have gone over to America and started brewing beer in antiquity. You know, for the Americans out there, antiquity is 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, 400 actually, 400. Okay, 200 in Australia. Before time. So the Brits, French, whoever, Europeans gone over there, started brewing beer, and they've taken yeast with them, and that's their yeast stock. It's a Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Sure, it's present in a lot of places, but anywhere barley grows certainly, which is interesting because the stuff the Germans use, the lager yeast, has come from North America. Around about 10 to 12,000 years ago, during the last ice age, it's come across this way, which is one of the reasons it's adapted to ferment at really low temperatures. Not in ice age terms, 11 degrees is not low temperature, but it has migrated somehow from the southern states of North America over to Europe, and that's where that yeast has come from. I don't know how that's been tracked, but
now I got an interesting story. Maybe I mean it's not an answer, but maybe it's something I can touch on. I went to Cantillon. Have you been to Cantillon in Belgium, the brewery?
No.
Now they move breweries apparently, and when they moved breweries, they couldn't create the same beer because of course it's a yeast tasting beer. If I can talk simply, what they worked out was in the previous brewery, all of the gubbins that they needed was from the roof tiles. So what they did, they changed the roof. This is apparently what the story goes when you go on their brewery tour. Above the cool ship, they put these tiles from the old brewery on the roof, and they got exactly what they wanted from the result in the beer. It was because it's a cool ship. The windows are open. It was actually in the roof tiles. So maybe that transfer, maybe something as simple as somebody saying, "I've been on holiday to America. I want these roof tiles from America over here," and they, that old bricks.
I don't think it went on holiday in the Ice Age.
That sort of kind of thing. That travel, that human, that human travel type, carrying something with them that carried the yeast strain with them, maybe?
A
handle, a pickaxe handle.
Like them. If they could have been brewing, for example. And one of the methods of setting your beer was to use the same stick to stir it. Obviously, it's got yeast in it, you used to stir the previous one.
Of course.
One side, and you never clean the stick.
Of course.
And then you use the same stick. That and offering a small amount of the work in each corner of the room for the gods. And of course, what that does, it means that you get a little colony of yeast growing in every corner of the room.
Right.
But for the gods, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And then, whenever you make beer in that room, it always sets, even though you've not added anything. So God is good.
Right. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. We could talk for hours. We won't. Before we go, I want to do a quick. This is fantastic. Your Nash Point. Nash Point. That's Barry Nash Point, isn't it?
Near, actually. It's you go down the Valley of the Northern Coast from Barry towards Murphy.
I know.
It's just before you get to Dunraven Bay. It's the point. It's actually the easterlymost point of Nash Bank,
right?
Which is why there's a lighthouse on it.
Okay.
HMS Frolic founded on there. Millions and millions of other boats are founded on there, but until
a big one with money.
Admiralty, somebody died. They didn't put a lighthouse on.
Right.
And that's where it is.
This is really good. What have you got coming in the next few months?
Right. So looks like I'm going to be making porter for bottling for our Christmas and winter affair. A nice 6% Christmas pudding in a bottle. There. I'm going to be making gaucho now, actually. I haven't made that for a long time, but it's obviously you have a mate infused South American IPA, not American IPA, South American.
Yep.
It's actually basically a wheat beer. It's very nearly 50% malted wheat. and of course yerba mate, and some New World hops.
Oh, yerba mate, that's like I've had a beer with yerba. It's like a tea.
Green tea,
That's
it's
it.
not
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
camellia tea, it's a certain part that grow in Argentina.
Fascinating beer. Fascinating beer.
Yeah, and then after that, I think there is. We're going to be re-looking at finishing the SSIPA project, the 60-second IPA. So we've basically we bring our work to the boil. In go the proto-flock, wordy flock for the Americans, the Irish moss stuff. 5 minutes of that, and then hops going for 60 seconds only. First time we did it, a little bit toe-curlingly bitter. We went in with 10 grams per litre. Quite expensive way of doing beer as well. I think it was about, in 4 barrels, we had around about 500 quid worth of hops.
Wow, yeah.
But you know, how do you know unless you try?
Exactly. So that's coming up from Tomos Lilford. Check out their website, check out their Facebook page. I imagine you've got Twitter and Instagram as well.
Check out my bum.
Yeah, check him out. Thanks for watching. Stone the Crows. Cheers. Cheers.